Hmm. My chat overlay is not working. Okay, there. Now maybe... There we go. Yeah, my login credentials expired, so that's why I'm a couple minutes late. Okay, so... Yesterday, I had intended on making story progress, but I started off with just kind of doing the map completion for Dragon's End. Because I was pretty close, or at least well on my way to getting that map completion. So I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and complete that map. And then I got caught up in the meta. So I just kind of just wound up doing the meta, and that was pretty much it for the day after that. But now I should be good to go. Just actually make some progress here on the map itself. So let's go ahead and head over to this green area. And actually I did make a little bit of progress on the story yesterday. But I believe that was also like right around when the meta started. And I was like, you know, what the heck, why not? I'm not even looking on the map. How far off do I have to go? Okay, not too far. Yeah, there was an achievement that was associated with, I guess, like handling Suwon before like part of the story was completed, or there's something along those lines. Alright, now we can go ahead and place our extractor here.
Two extractors in place.
Careful, set it down gently. Gently. Sorry about that, Commander. Things are pretty hectic over here.
Oh, what is that? Void corrupted jade maw. Oh, okay.
That stuff it just dropped looks useful. Pick it up.
I guess we'll help this out real quick. Why not? Whatever that is, probably don't want to be in it. Just a guess.
I could outrun a centaur.
Ready to fight some more.
They'll have to hit much harder.
This thing is just relentless with trying to target me.
I feel good. Replenishing.
champion void. Let's go ahead and hit that champion up.
I could outrun a centaur. I am death incarnate. They'll have time to do some real damage. Bryn, I call upon your power. Feel the fury. I could outrun a centaur.
Alright, champion is down. I have no idea what it is I'm supposed to be doing. It's like I'm just going around and
I could outrun a
trying to kill everything that I possibly can. Figure you can't really go wrong when it comes to killing stuff. Another champ.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Bastard's head isn't up. You're just tickling it.
Replenishing. I am death. Here I come. They'll have to hit much harder.
Uh-oh. Do we do it?
I need a
Time to do some real damage.
I'm guessing that we won? I don't see any reward. I don't think we won. What a waste of time. Why am I in combat still? I'm not really sure why I'm still in combat. There's no enemy I can see. But I do say a jadeite vein over here, so we should go get that. Oh, there's a jadeite vein in the water too. Let's go get that. I should probably like slot something at least while I'm in the water. Yeah, let me mirror my minions. Otherwise, every time I go in the water, all my minions are just gonna disappear. Alright, so the first one is supposed to be bone minions. So we'll slot those bone minions right there, and then it's supposed to be my bone fiend, and then my ranged shadow fiend. And then I guess we'll just stick with that elixir. Maybe we'll just stick with this elixir here too. There. Now my water and my earth stuff is matched. I shouldn't lose my minions every time I go in the water now. One thing I gotta do, I gotta assign like a hotkey to my elixirs because I just don't have them yet. Okay, what is this? Mail. Exciting discovery. Commander, the Luxons called the Jade Sea home once. Well, that was a long time ago. We heard of your efforts in protecting this land, our home. We also heard you found yourself a siege turtle egg. We'd like to help you raise it should you choose to keep it. Meet with my sister Rhoda. I believe she's working out of Arborstone. She will guide you. I'll run. Wow, that's... I mean, I knew where Arborstone was. I just... a little surprised that it's that far away. Just kind of familiarizing myself with this place, so it's... sometimes a little surprising to realize how far I've traveled. Okay, so we gotta go over here now.
You are being supported by my devices. I think you overestimate their contribution. So I should turn them off then? No, let's not be hasty.
Alright, let's see. It should be somewhere close. Yep.
Third's in place.
Good, good. We've had a bit of a complication over here. Seems we've attracted the attention of some void monsters.
You're all right?
Oh yeah, nothing we can't handle. These gang members are pretty tough, and so far they haven't stolen a thing. That we know of.
It's interesting how they're like mining blocks of jadeite. I mean, it's interesting to me anyway. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's kind of cool. Okay.
Replenishing. I placed another extractor. Are you all safe?
Mostly, we lost a couple of the gang members, and just as we got back to work, we had to fight their void shades. But now they're taken care of too, so we can finally get back to work.
Well, you sure gotta place a lot of these extractors. Well, it would help if I had looked on the map. There might have been a waypoint and that was closer. and having to just fly out here. Oh, but well, you know, jadeite vein. How close am I?
The last extractor is in.
Nice. Oh,
Set up
not
everything
nice.
at the Harvest Temple. The main extractor's ready for action.
My work's done out here too.
We've lost track of Suwan out here. We didn't subdue her, but she isn't rampaging either.
It'll be difficult to get a lock on her if she isn't subdued.
She will be.
Meet your team at the Harvest Temple. Okay. I thought, is there a waypoint over there? Oh, I'm like super close to it. I don't need a waypoint. I could just fly my little tail over there. Well, I'm here. Where's everybody else? Are they way up here or something? Oh, probably. There's some stairs. What? Oh, okay. Extraction point completed. That was weird. Typically speaking, oh, okay, there's a instance entrance. To get close and then back. There we go. Would you like to continue your story? The only one. Sure. Why not? That's what we're here for, right?
Inside Suwon. She's regained control of herself. For now.
She'll be in her
Go
sanctuary.
forth.
Yeah, so
Feel safe.
apparently
Are we going to draw?
doing the meta before you do
Leave
this
that to me. I'll meet you there with Suwan.
before you do this instance, story instance, is how you get that one achievement. Which was what I had done yesterday.
Extractors are
That's
primed.
nice.
These ley energy readings, they're impossible.
Science is the art of finding possibility in the impossible. This will work.
Are you ready? I am.
There's truly no other way.
You know the answer to that question. Please, don't cry for me, old friend.
It's time then.
Let it begin, little one.
Drain Suwon.
It's working! Of course it is. Wait, something strange is happening. Power fluctuations all
Why am
over
I
the
not
place.
surprised?
The cycle ends.
What is that?
Uh-oh. That does not look good.
Can't be.
Look
that?
Wow, the whole time they've been over there still in that same place?
Oh, spirits.
Gather the Zaishin.
Did you guys completely mess everything up? And, you know, bring about the destruction of the world?
Commander, whatever mess you've gotten yourself into has turned into a real cluster. Over here. Save it home. It's something huge.
Whatever it is, it's here too.
I'll do my best to contain the spread, but we need to strike it down quickly.
Whoa, Suwan's looking a little...
Up for slaying one final dragon?
Always. Politics was a real snooze fest anyway.
Didn't make it this far to just sit back and die quietly. Scion and champion.
Replenishing.
Getting rid of biggest threats first, which would definitely be that elite.
Commander, I've got some good news. The storm pulled all the extractors to the tower, and they're still intact. If we can get everything running again, we can siphon off some of the Dragon Void's energy. Cut it down to size.
Yes, that could work. Though I don't think the extractors will hold it long.
If it gives us time to reach a more permanent solution, that's good enough. Navan, you stay here with me. We'll protect Taimi and June while they work. The rest of you, fan out and defend the extractors. Follow me!
I'm done
Through
playing.
the portals! Just like old times.
I'm with you, detective. Better keep up then. If I don't make it, the club is yours.
Well, if I don't make it, the ship's still mine.
I've got this one.
Ivan's not letting you go alone, miss.
It can sense what we're doing. I have a cold feeling it will send everything it can.
Then we'll be ready to meet it. Soldiers, to arms!
Given the threat we face, this form is no longer appropriate.
So I guess it's just a matter of just going around and killing all these dudes. For right now, anyway. Sure, there's gonna be some kind of like mechanic. Oh, an elite is in there.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Commander, please tell me you have things under control. This isn't over. It can't be over.
I'm getting wrecked here. So much going on. There's just way too many of these things. I don't know what I'm getting.
I'm sorry. I don't think I can hold out much longer.
Duh. Oh, okay, so that was on purpose.
Am I dead? Again?
Not yet. Though you did get very close.
Are we back in Suwon's mind?
My mind, actually. I seem to be able to do this now. Must have learned it from her. I could have learned so much more. If only we'd had time.
I wish Oreen didn't have that weird big nose thing.
Were we fools?
That's super ugly.
Champion, you of all people should know nothing is inevitable. I'm going to lend you my power. We can't fight it separately, but together we are enough.
Okay.
This can't be it. I can't. Song, I failed. I failed you. We did everything we could, June.
I'm gonna test out your power.
It wasn't enough this time.
Oh.
You're alive! And you're glowing! I thought you were dead. I thought it was over.
I thought so too, but it isn't. Kunavang, can you hear me?
I can. I'm here. How did you... Ah, I see. Scion and Champion have become one.
Yes. It's the only reason we're all alive.
Commander, we managed to get the main terminal back online, but... the Dragon Void swamped the rest.
Have we lost anyone?
No, not yet. But it isn't looking good out there. They need your help.
Wings of Oreen launches off to a point using cosmic energy. Okay. Why does my character run so slow? Oops. Okay. I guess this is before you use the cosmic thing.
Your efforts are futile.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
Join us. Be liberated from your fear.
How about instead I just destroy you?
Master Asura.
Aurine lent me her power. We need to retake these extractors. What just happened? I feel stronger.
Commander, you just sucked void straight through your skin. And you're glowing brighter.
What is this now?
That was certainly effective.
Aren't you tired?
Do I have to kill all these dragons again? Why did I just get the feeling that that's exactly what's going to have to happen?
I will set you free. A world free of strife.
One dragon down, only 4 to go. And one big ball of nasty.
We need to get the extractor turned on before it sends reinforcements this way. Timey, June, we've taken back the first platform.
The first one.
The extractor needs to be powered back on manually.
You can do the honors, Commander.
It's working!
But it will hit capacity in minutes. We need to get them all online.
The Dragon Void will fight back. Gorik, Rama, stay here and protect the extractor.
Saida, I apologize.
For what?
I roped you into my venture. Didn't realize preventing the end of the universe was in the job description.
When hasn't it been?
Touché. Commander, if you are available for a bit of dragon slaying, we wouldn't object.
Ah, dang it. Okay, I'm kind of stuck here. That's no good. Gotta at least get one down before I die, right? I would hope. Oh, oh.
I slayed a dragon and have nothing to show for it.
We all get out of this, I'll make you a ribbon.
You're so thoughtful, Commander.
Timing, I'm ready to fire the second extractor.
Oh, good, because the first one's nearly full. Ha! That's two, Commander!
Raider, things are getting real weird around here. Just saw a tree turn inside out. Half the blood keeps floating upside down.
It's not long for this world. I suppose I'll be seeing you again real soon, Captain Trent.
Wait, you're not giving up, are you? Don't give up! The Commander's here!
The Commander? It is you, Commander!
Yes, it is I, the commander.
Now you're in for it. Now you're done for. I won't run from you again.
Ah, this thing does so much damage. It's freaking unreal.
What did I say? Done for.
I seem to
All right, another extractor.
goodbyes.
I was trying to fool the enemy. Make them overconfident.
Just now reach to the top of the tower in a lot of time. Well, if I reach the final phase without being downed.
We're detecting a significant decrease in the Dragon Void's ley energy.
Keep doing what you're doing!
I'll die before I let you take her from me, too!
Jory, Kaz, I'm here.
Commander, Kaz exhausted herself getting us all over here. You have to help her. Please! Thank you, Commander. I didn't realize I was in such a bad way. Commander. Okay. When this is over, you and I are going somewhere boring. No one to answer to. Nothing trying to kill us.
That sounds perfect.
Just one left to go, Commander.
All right, one left to go. You heard the lady.
Commander, you're a welcome sight.
There's not much left of us, I'm afraid.
I'm going to need to ask for whatever is left. The extractors are working. The dragon boards weaken. We need to retake this last one. It's our best chance to strike it down.
Then let's strike.
Got some weird stuff going on with the audio here where like everything else just kind of fades out.
This is not our time!
We will not go quietly.
This is for Snap. And for air!
Not yet.
Try not to speak. I'll get help.
No. Go with the commander. You've still got a dragonvoid to slay.
Timing, we've done it. We've taken back the last platform.
I know! Scanners are picking up the final influx of energy.
Then there are no more preparations to be made. It's time.
It's time. Alright.
Things aren't so good here either. The Omicron. We're overrun.
We almost have it. Don't surrender.
We are all. We are nothing. We are the thread that binds every eon. We cannot be undone.
Yeah, well, we'll just see about that.
Your power is diminished, and your army is falling.
You're no universal constant. You're an error. One we're going to fix.
I'll take on the Dragonvoid. The rest of you, hold off the shades.
This guy's a pain in the butt. All this freaking knockback garbage. Cleanse the heart of Suwon. Okay.
You will not succeed. What began as void shall return to it.
Champion, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up.
You can do it, Suwon. I have faith in you. Yeah. Man, it's a lot of freaking champions all at once, huh?
Just turn into another dragon.
So it would seem. They're just echoes. The Dragon Void taking whatever form it finds most convenient.
Gotta get out of this. Man. Very close. We got some champions sitting in there I gotta get rid of. One more champion, I think. Am I missing a champ? Oh, yes, I am missing something. Go walk into the light. There we go. Heart of the Dragon Void now. Okay. So how many of these things do I got to deal with here? Apparently all of them. Make your final stand without being downed. Oh, okay.
I can feel it growing weaker. It's failing, champion. Now's our chance. Finish it.
Wow. Quiet is 4 out of 7 items collected. Assess the situation. Well, I'm assessing that I'm floating around doing some crazy magical looking stuff.
You okay, Commander?
I think so. Little less flashy than I was a few seconds ago. but back to normal.
And apparently I can't, like, walk at normal speeds. Why? Why do you have to do this to me, ArenaNet?
All the time?
Just make me, like, be able to run at the normal speed.
Am I the only one who saw the lady turn into a dragon? Are there any other secret dragons here?
Navon, where did she go?
Kunavang is at Suwon's side. I need to go there too.
Where's Irene? Oh, there she is. Hi, Irene. Go to Suwon. Okay. Can I, like, walk at a normal, like, can I make my character run, please? Like,
Ritlock, Saphira, has anyone heard from Bram?
I'm here, Commander. I had my hands full of shadow monsters last time you called. But they're gone now. Vanished, clean into thin air. Cleared out here, too.
And here. Does that mean it's over?
Almost.
oh boy, gotta walk at a snail's pace, huh? Does this make it more dramatic? Is this supposed to, like, increase my enjoyment somehow? Because it doesn't. I don't like walking at a snail's pace. I know it's supposed to make it more dramatic, but it really doesn't make it more dramatic, guys. I'm talking to you at ArenaNet. If you just happen to somehow come across my videos, don't do this.
I will help her watch after them. Please rest now.
I think I will do that.
Farewell, old friend. Wait, please. Give me a moment. I'm sorry, Suwon. I'm sorry for failing you.
You did not fail. You made time. Time enough for everyone to come together. For a solution. Without your part, this world would be undone. Do not waste time with regret.
I'll try. Thank you.
Suwon.
Cutscene.
Can I confess something, little one? I'm afraid to die. I don't want to be alone. I once thought loneliness was our burden. Then I met you. Your kinship with the mortals. Cherish it. I do. I will. I'm going to dream now. The cycle must end. To be reborn.
Okay. So I guess it's probably the end of the majority of the story. I'm sure it's just like kind of the epilogue. thing going on now. The only one completed.
Is it just me, or...
We're all gathering at Arborstone, Commander. If you want to join us after you've collected your thoughts.
Servant of mine, walk this land.
Oh, I'm at Arborstone already. Well, there's no point in summoning my minions in. Alright, let's go ahead. The Cycle Reborn.
Is that it, then?
Ley energies have normalized. Not just here, but everywhere.
Just in case. I seriously doubt there's going to be any more fighting, but...
So the void's gone then? For good?
Not quite. It wasn't lying when it said it was a constant. However, with the world's magics back in balance, it's no longer a threat to us.
I guess that means there's no need for a Dragon's Watch, huh? Unless you need watching, Aurene.
I hope not. But you might want to keep an eye on me just in case.
It's a strange feeling. You spend so much of your life focused on one thing. Once you've done it, well, where do you go from there?
You take a vacation. A well-earned vacation.
Maybe so.
Well, I know I'm going to be busy. Busy spreading the news we've entered a new cycle.
Ministry of Information can help you with that. Just make sure you get final say on the ad buy.
Okay. Thank you.
Before any of that, we should take a moment to celebrate and to remember everyone who sacrificed themselves to get us here today.
To lost friends.
To new allies.
To the Age of Aurene and the cycle of the Prismatic Dragon.
To Aurene!
Champion, I'm afraid I'm still processing what happened. We survived because of you. You saved us.
It's you, Champion.
Oh, okay.
Our friends from the
Look at that.
Annihilation.
Get credits? This is, like, certainly... Watch the entire end credits roll.
I've been searching for the purpose.
Check in with all your friends and allies in Arborstone.
I think I know now.
So yeah, this is the first time I've actually seen them roll credits. Right? I think? How do you feel with the void gone?
I don't know. Not as different as I would have expected. Something's changed about the Ley energy. Somehow it's more pure. But make no mistake, my champion. As long as dragon magic continues to exist, so too will the void. We only destroyed the form it took. But at least it won't be ending Tyria anytime soon.
That doesn't make me feel much better.
It's stable. Now that I'm the only one, I can see the ley lines in their entirety. If there's ever a ripple in the sea of magic, I'll know. As will you, Scion and Champion.
I'm sorry about Suon.
Thank you, Champion. I wish I'd had more time with her. I hope I can do right by her legacy.
Wow, that's a lot of conversation here.
Commander. Congratulations are in order.
It's a victory for all of us.
You're right. All of us. Sorry. I'm ruining the festivities.
Suon was a light in this world. Let us know if you ever need anything, Kunaveng.
I will. Thank you.
You know,
Detective Rama.
I could totally cheese this and just go and like talk to every single one of them all at the same time. Just go like trigger all the dialogue, but I should probably like actually listen to what they have to say.
When the dust settles, there's no telling who'll be the top brass. Could be Akane.
Gods help us.
Commander, is it? I never got a chance to thank you for all you've done for Kantha.
I should be thanking you. You saved our skin with Lee back in Kaineng.
You must have proven yourself a friend to Kantha. Oh, you've proven yourself a friend to Kantha. If you ever need Minsec, well, I guess my name is on the door now. How are things with Ministry of Security?
About what you'd imagine, a circus. And for the time being, I'm the lucky ringmaster.
You'll be a better minister than Lee.
Will I? Lee wasn't solely responsible for all of Kantha's problems. In the old days, the Emperor's word was law. Kantha's moral compass was dictated by one man. Or woman. Well, usually a man. And times have changed. We're not exactly a democracy, but our society is shaped by many voices.
Aren't you one of those voices now?
I am. And I'm not downplaying the responsibilities of my position. There's policies and reform I want to enact that I hope will make a difference. But in Kantha, there's a famous saying, true strength lies in knowing one's own frailty. I'm gonna try my best, but one person can't fix everything.
Well, these are all the voice actors. That's kind of cool. Mika Futterman is Oreen. Ah, Debbie Dayberry is Timey. Roy Baker is Logan. That sounds, yeah, about right. Troy Baker does a lot of voiceover work. I've seen him in some animus here and there. What will happen to Minister Lee?
He'll be given a trial and sentenced accordingly, I guess. He was pretty docile in custody. Told us everything. Even gave up the names of some other prominent purists at the end of the interrogation. You know what he said to me? Please send someone to look after Chobi. That's his dog.
Are you saying he's not a bad guy because he's got a soft spot for his pooch?
I'm saying he's a bad guy who's remarkably ordinary. And that scares me a little. The purists are a symptom of an underlying disease. Kantha's changed in many ways over the decades, but it needs to change more.
Alright. Alright, Detective Sama, you got something on your mind, Commander? Just wondering what's next for you.
I think I need a break from the Ministry for a while. Now that Kantha's opened up, maybe I'll see the world.
Does that mean you'll have to give up the hat?
Not a chance. Marjorie was talking about starting something up. Might be nice to go freelance.
So that's it, huh? You're gonna leave us mooks while you gallivant across Tyria?
It's not like that. I just need some time.
I get it. You don't owe me an explanation, Rama.
Min, there's something I need to tell you. I think you're great.
Great?
You'll be a great minister, I mean.
Thank you, Detective. Next time you're in town, come say hi. You know the secret knock.
Alright. Boy, we got a lot of dialogue to go through.
Kaz, Jory, you look refreshed. Happy to be back?
Happy to have the whole apocalypse situation handled. But I did get a bit homesick for Tyria.
Agreed. Though, I wouldn't mind visiting again. See if my sisters want to tag along.
A family trip in our future?
Maybe. If nothing else, to make them try the tea rice. Tastes just like our moms. And we're absolutely plague Yunori, so I can whoop their butts again.
Yunori? Don't think I've played.
Lucky you've got a grandmaster all to yourself. As kids, none of my sisters stood a chance against me. Well, one did, but... well, she's not... yeah.
Jory, she'd be glad to see you all still enjoying it.
Wish I could have brought her to Kantha. The whole trip I've kept thinking, she'd love this, she'd be amazed by that.
Well, then it sounds like you did bring her with you. In a way, maybe she did make it to Kantha.
Excellent work handling your first international incident, Ambassador.
Thank you. That title certainly feels earned now.
The person it's attached to is what makes it impressive.
Well, dealing with high-ranking people was intimidating. I'd worry, am I worthy of their time? But as I got the hang of things, I started realizing that not all of them were worthy of mine. Made all the difference. It's worth figuring out who should take up space in your life.
Okay. Captain Ellen Kuehl.
First Ilona, now Cantha.
Is it just me, or
You've got to
am
stop
I
meeting like
amazing?
this, Commander. I heard you apprehended my Trin. That's good. Theo Ashford's husband deserves some measure of justice.
So, my trim was killed while helping you find the Aether Blades? Well, that's a twist I wasn't expecting. Sounds like I'm missing the full story. In her eyes, did she redeem herself? Sure.
Huh. Well, don't think I'll see eye to eye with you on that, but I respect your opinion. Either way, I'm gonna write up my report and head back to Lion's Arch.
Last time I saw you, how are things with Zelombar?
Oh, I had my pleasures. Ilona was a good bit of fun. I'm here in Cantha on official business, but I wouldn't mind sampling the local snacks. On an unrelated note, who's the gentleman in the big hat? I'd appreciate an introduction.
Uh-oh. Bow chicka wow wow. Alright, June.
Commander, glad we both made it to the other side. I'll confess, for a moment I thought we were finished.
We would have been, if you and Timey hadn't brought the extractors back online.
Backups upon backups.
What do you do about Jade Tech without Suwon?
Well, first we need to assess. There are too many unknowns. The ideal solution would be finding a way to infuse Dragon Jade without the presence of an Elder Dragon. If the thaumaturgical ecosystem allows that, then great. We'll also explore the possibility of alternative power sources. Timey's lending her mind, and I'm promoting Yao to head of R&D. Don't tell them yet. Finally, Oreen's agreed to help in any way she can. For the time being. There's a long road ahead of us, but together, I really think we can pull it off.
You have any other thoughts about Suwon?
I took Suwon for granted. She was fascinating and selfless. The world lost someone irreplaceable today. It speaks to her heart that she abided my ideas, even the reckless ones. She stayed in the reactor to protect us all.
What did you think about what my Trin did in the end?
I'll never be able to repay her for saving the reactor and everyone in Kaineng. I always knew she could do something great. Wherever she is, I hope she found some peace.
Alright, Ivan, what are you up to?
Ivan's blood is pumping. I wonder what was even more thrilling to prevent destruction than it was to cause it.
Ivan, what are you up to next? Not returning to piracy, I hope.
Oh, Captain Trin, well, she showed me there was a better way, and I plan to stick with it. I've got a ship now, and it's fitting I use it to make some of what's right.
Make right what's... Apparently I can't talk. And it's fitting I use it to make right some of what's wrong with the world. I'm glad, Ivan. Canuck. Commander, consider me impressed. If there'd been anyone to bet with about it, I'd have probably bet against you this time. Not that I wanted that outcome, of course. Of course, thank you for your part in all of it. Don't think I've forgotten about our little deal, you know. I am expecting my ribbon. I'll hang it right over the bar in the club. Let's see what I can do. Sayeda the Sly. Well, that was kind of by the skin of our teeth, wasn't it? Are you enjoying having your ship back? More than I could ever express. Thanks for finding a site for Club Canuck. I like a good party as much as anyone, but it's nice when the party stops at some point. You're quite welcome. Alright, Ayumi.
I don't know how we survived that. If I'm honest, I'm still not entirely convinced we did. That ever happen to you? You get the funny feeling you actually did die and this is just what comes after?
Yes, I know exactly how that feels. Well, we got no real promises about how the games were going to behave once the world was saved, so we need a plan for what we're going to do about their inevitable disastrous return. And
There's been talk of putting me in charge. We usually work by committee, but that makes it difficult to make quick decisions when it's needed. I did it this time around just because someone had to. I think you do very well. You demonstrated true leadership. You really think so? Thank you. Of course. Alright. Yao hiding out over here.
Commander, fancy seeing you here. The boss herself called me in for support. I'm kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I was the only one available to deliver extra parts for the extractors? I helped June and Timey get everything hooked up, though. The whole thing would have blown without that third screw for the oscillator. See? Useful. Okay, it almost blew up. It vented. Still bad, but less bad than blowing up.
We'd be lost without you.
Are you gonna take some time off?
Are you kidding? No way! There's too much research to be done. We don't know how much longer the Jade will work. June's probably already got a plan, but still, we've got to work fast before the power grid fails. Plus, I've got a personal interest. Can't have this thing quitting on me. Not when I've got the world to save. Innovations to innovate. When things settle down, I'd like to go to Radasum or the Black Citadel. See what the rest of the world is up to.
How's everything in Kaineng?
Oh, it's fine. Still recovering from the reactor incident, but it's fine. Keeping busy with, you know. Been thinking a lot about Mai. I could have been nicer. She was trying her best. Who cares who she was before? I've been there too. After the Brotherhood, I mean. June helps people like me, Mai Tren. Gave us the opportunity to succeed. Move on. I could have been fairer.
I didn't see you in the Jade Sea.
I kinda hit out for the part where you killed the dragon. That's not what I do. Though I wouldn't mind learning.
Dragon's Watch could always use your help. Though I don't see us watching many dragons after this.
Really? Oh man. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Alright, got Timey and Gorik.
And at one point, I climbed onto Rama's shoulder so I could jump off and kick a void beast right in the face.
Sure you did.
Commander, I was just telling Timey about our adventures. Learning from the monks in Xingjie, investigating the void like crack sleuths, tracking down and stopping... Anka?
Gorik, I've got something I need to say, and I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry for how I acted about... Anka.
Well, she did try to destroy the world. You don't have to apologize.
No, I do. The way I acted didn't have anything to do with her plans. I was... jealous.
You were jealous? Of Anka?
Yes, I was.
Well, apology enthusiastically accepted.
Okay. Can you believe it, Commander? The Dragon Cycle's over, and it's all thanks to you and Irene. You've been working with June on how to keep the Dragon Jade charged.
Can't very well have this whole place just go dark now, can we? Besides, I'm not ready to give up this suit. Hasn't changed any of the big things. Nothing will, and well, I'm pretty much at peace with that. But I didn't realize how much the little things were adding up. I've got more energy, I'm thinking more clearly. So I'm not gonna rest until we find a way to keep the Dragon Jade charged.
Maybe a little bit of rest.
Yes. Yeah. I don't actually mean no rest. My mid-afternoon nap is non-negotiable. But Jade Tech is my first, second, and third priority until we have a solution.
Okay. I'm ready for whatever comes next, Commander. For the first time in a long time, I feel like I know what I'm supposed to do. You're really taking off this detective thing.
You noticed? Yes, I seem to be a bit of a natural, and the missing piece in the Delacroix investigations. Don't get me wrong, Jory and Rama both have great instincts, but I bring something unique to the table. There's been so much breakthrough research in forensic science, and I've read all of it. I mean that quite literally. So we're putting together what they know how to do with what I, well, know. Criminals of Tyria be warned. The Friends Detective Agency is soon to be on the case.
Okay. You go, Gorik. Alright, let's talk to... Oh, I guess I didn't talk to Marjorie? Commander, what's on your mind? What's this friendless detective Gork's raving about with Rama and Ivan?
Gods, please don't call it that. But yes, the three of us are considering our own agency. And Ivan offered to, captain for us.
So Gorik's a private eye now? Never thought I'd see that.
You really surprised me on this trip. In a good way. Guess a few people did. Have to admit, that guy's got a mind for deductive reasoning. And a sharp eye.
Is Ivan still insisting on a bust of my Trin in the captain's quarters?
Yeah, not happening. But I might be open to something more subtle.
So you've made your peace with her?
My Trin was complicated. Think I've been pretty clear on my feelings about her as a blade. But when it came down to it, she did one of the bravest things I've ever seen. I respect who she was in the end. Guess that's the nice thing about being an asshole. You can always choose to stop being one.
I mean, like, I don't care about, like, profanity, because I am a fairly profane person in real life. I cuss all the time. But I don't know, they just seem to be introducing more profanity into the game. You know, like, do we really need to have that in there? Like, is it adding anything to the story? Just seems, I don't know. Like, up until this point in the entire Guild Wars 2, I've never heard like this amount of like profanity, and just blatant profanity. Just like they're throwing it in there just for the sake of throwing it in there. I'm not really sure why. Profanity can seem pandering to the younger generation. Yeah, you know. And hi, by the way. Thanks for stopping by. I don't get it. Like this whole like End of Dragon's release. Well, I don't want to say the whole thing, but I mean, there's been way more profanity in this one than I've ever seen, and it's kind of like jarring because I think they've said like damn and a few other things here and there, but like, I don't know. Like I said, I cuss like crazy. You've even heard me cuss on the stream before when I get frustrated. So this is like not something that I'm offended by. It's just weird to me. Commander, hard to believe it's all over. Pretty soon all we'll have left is the scars to remind us. Your wounds aren't too serious, are they?
Oh, I'm healing up well enough. There'll be a scar, but hardly my first of those. And they're good conversation pieces, right? But I'm a little harder to kill than that. You won't be rid of me that easy, Commander.
What's next for the Pact?
Well, like Dragon's Watch, the primary mission of the Pact is ostensibly complete. There'll be a meeting soon. We'll get all the leadership in one room and decide what's next. While some people are eager to dissolve, others are not so sure the job is done, considering there is one Elder Dragon left. Personally, I think it's also worth discussing how much the Orders have been able to accomplish working together. If I say that out loud, pretty sure someone's going to accuse me of trying to hold on to power.
I'm only level 60 so far and haven't played a lot of the story, but I don't think it's necessary unless it's specific to a character's persona. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. And how you liking Guild Wars 2 so far? I gotta tell you, if this is your first character and you're at 60 right now, man, have you just a boatload of content to go through. Oh my god, this game is just so massive these days. Woo. You were talking about vacation. Got any plans? And by the way, this is like total spoiler alert like material, by the way. If you are somebody that does not like spoilers, this is like I'm literally walking through like this is the end of Dragons, like the very end of it after everything's all said and done, and then you're just kind of talking to the characters and they're communicating their thoughts after everything's all over with. So if you don't want spoilers, then this is probably not the stream for you right now anyways. You know, I usually just do world versus world stuff, but you know, with the expansion coming out, I couldn't help it. I like doing the stories too. You were talking about vacation. Got any plans?
Well, I've got to deal with this Pact mess.
I haven't even bought End of Dragons at the moment. I'm not worried. Okay.
Got myself a small place in South Sun a few years ago. Haven't been back since I got it all set up. But as soon as things settle down, I should make the time.
Yes, you should. Yeah, me, I can't stand spoilers. Spoilers drive me freaking crazy. I like to be surprised. I like to, like, you know, not... I mean, sometimes you can anticipate it, you know, if you could see the path that some stories are on, and you'll be able to kind of deduce, like, where things are going and how they're probably going to wind up. But even so, I still like to, like, they could subvert your expectations, right? And go in a completely different direction that you might not have anticipated. And that's great. I like that. I like to be surprised by things. I like those twists. It's like, oh my God, I didn't know anything about that. So.
Another personal victory.
All right. Got that achievement now.
The work of Destiny's Edge has concluded.
I haven't seen the rest of the content before End of Dragons. I doubt you could even spoil anything for me. That's true. I think by the time you get through all this content and get to this point here, you, like I said, there's months and months, and it might seem like you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that one stream like a long time ago, and it looks vaguely familiar. But I'm sure by the time you get to this point, yeah, you're probably not going to remember much of any of this.
It's just the same to watch her drift away. Oh, I know it's for the best that she take her place in the world. I just wish it wasn't so unbearable.
Poor Keith. You'll get over it. Okay, that was it. I guess that is the very end of Dragons. I don't know. I'm sure that once I leave the instance, there will probably be a little reward or something. Maybe. Alright. Nothing else to do. I don't see any other achievements to knock out. Travel to Divinity's Reach. Go to Divinity's Reach. The Cycle Reborn. I guess I'll just click on that. Oh. Well, I guess weeks later.
Shouldn't you be on patrol?
See you later.
I don't know why I'm summoning my minions. I think I'm just... Is this an No, this is not even in an instance. But it is a fairly empty one. There's only a couple of people here at the entrance. Alright, so read the message from Kaz. Okay, here we go. Commander, Jory and I have something we want to share with all our dearest friends. Please join us in Divinity's Reach at the spot where we first met. Don't bring anything but your wonderful self. We're looking forward to seeing you and having this chance to reunite. Kaz. Okay. She did say don't bring anything but yourself, but I'm bringing my sky scale because it's a very rapid form of transportation. I guess I have to go on my home instance? That's my guess, maybe?
Who do you think would win in a fight? Grenth or Melandra?
Wow, I have it. The place where we first met. Look at that. There's an undiscovered point of interest that I've never even been to. That's funny. Oh, maybe I was just never... What's this? Merchant.
Let's see the color of your...
Hello, are you interested in floral praise for a loved one? Yes, I'd love something for two of my dearest friends. Just think, don't worry. Bouquet... Oh, what is this? Qualify for a... Pick up a bouquet from the flower merchant to bring to Marjorie and Casimir's gathering. Oh, there we go. I just think, don't worry, this bouquet is on the house. For all you've done for Tyria, for the world. Wait, how do you know who I am? Let's just say that you and I have a mutual connection in Divinity's Reach. But a girl's got to keep a little bit of mystery in her life, don't you think? That's fair. Thanks for the gracious offer. Perhaps another time. Okay. Divinity's Reach completion. You like to continue your story, the Cycle Reborn? Sure. Join the party. Scribbled notes. Flower vase.
So glad you're here. We were wondering if you'd been held up by some new end-of-the-world scenario.
No,
There we go. I bought flowers. Completed.
gosh. It was a nice feeling.
Whew, I hear that. Hopefully we stay apocalypse-free for at least a few months.
Months? How about for good?
No, that might be asking too much.
So, why exactly did you two call us here?
Not to slay a dragon, I promise. But we'll get to that when everyone is here. Try to enjoy each other's company in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. More talking. Read. Official notice from the Divinity's Reach archives. Let this document serve to notify you of an official change in the ownership of the Dead End. Previously, this property is held by Delacroix Marjorie. The ownership has been updated to Delacroix Marjorie and Mead Casimir. Sincerely, Van Borst, Divinity's Reach archives in the service of Her Royal Majesty Jenna, Queen of Kryta and Regent of Ascalon. Okay. You know I gotta go poke around at everything that's laying out. Scribbled notes. There's no one else like you. True, but that doesn't need to be said. You are my moon in the sky so dark. Ugh, so cheesy. You are home. You are my home? When I'm with you, I'm home. Wherever we go, as long as I'm with you, I'm home. Oh. Alright, let's see what these guys have to say. Timey.
Oh, it's so good to have an excuse to get everyone together. I barely left June's lab since I saw you last.
How's that going? Have a long-term solution for Cantha's power needs?
Not yet, but our experiments are going well. We've found ways to extend the life of current
Oh,
batteries.
there's Ridlock.
And Doreen was able to top everything off. We're getting close. I know we'll have something soon. But enough work talk. Let's enjoy the party. What do you think it's about? I've got a guess.
Hope this isn't going too late. Kree's got me on a short leash these days.
Mm-hmm. Gork.
Commander, if you have any mysteries to be solved, the Friends Detective Agency is
I'm still going with that name.
Calling it that.
She'll come around. Anyway, we have secured the backing of a mysterious financier. Jory says they want their
And there's Bram. Oh, Bram's got a beard. Wow, check him out.
are deep.
He aged.
Bram, you made it. You never responded to your invitation.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure if it was a real invitation or if you were just, you know, being polite.
Of course it was real. You're a member of this little family. Nothing's changed.
Well, I guess it's a party then.
Logan.
Logan, I didn't realize you were so close to Kaz and Jory.
Oh, yes. We've known each other for quite some time.
He doesn't have any of his armor on or anything. Well, I guess that's not really necessary at this point.
Drinking too much wine and venting about all our
Hey,
responsibilities.
there's rocks.
Casimir does a surprisingly good impression of the Queen. Ask her sometime, but only after a few drinks. By the way, I'm headed to South Sun as soon as the party's over. I'm looking forward to doing nothing more strenuous than locating the best local gimlet. Brimstone's invited to come along, but he hasn't answered my invitation.
Rox, it's been too long. Glad you could make it.
Oh, wouldn't miss it. Hope it's okay I brought along Frostbite.
Frostbite is completely welcome. Though I'm not sure we have any devourer snacks.
Oh, he'll manage.
Rock sounds different. I want to have a different voice actor for her. All right, Marjorie.
Are you also bad with parties? I'm sticking by Kaz all night. Go find your own partner.
The show will get started soon. Go mingle.
Okay. Well, Bram showed up first. I'll just go in the order that they appeared. Okay, well, I can't jump in here or do anything like that, so... Okay.
Bram, I haven't seen you since... Well... Have you been feeling any better lately?
Oh, well, it's a process, right? That's what the shamans say anyway. I still have moments where I think about everyone. But that seems right, you know?
That's
If
Canuck.
I would let myself forget them, well, it'd be like their sacrifice didn't mean anything.
You've earned peace of mind, Bram.
Maybe. And I'm getting there. Every time I think about what happened, I'm less angry, less sad. I can look back at it more like a step on the road.
Canuck! Not too busy hobnobbing to slum around with us tonight?
You wound me, Miss Delacroix. I could never forget the little people in my life.
The little people.
Betting on your adventures that brought about my good fortunes. And also, I really do like you all.
Well, that's the nicest thing I've ever heard Canuck say.
Since you're the last person to arrive, we can get started here any minute.
We could, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk to everybody first.
Commander, you don't happen to have a mission that requires my particular skill set, do you?
Political life not all it's cracked up to be?
More like exactly what it's cracked up to be. Slow, two-faced, and boring as all hell. Kree's in her element. She was born to do it. But me? Not so much.
Couldn't you just resign?
With no reason? Kree'd have my hide. Nope. Afraid I'll need a real good excuse to get out of this one. So, if you ever have one, think of your old friend Ridlock.
Canuck, nice suit you got there. Alright, Rox.
Rox, how's everything going with the Olmacon?
Oh, other than that void invasion, things have been good. We're all enjoying peacetime. I've got a boyfriend.
Really? That's wonderful.
Yeah, he's a life-binder and about the kindest person you'll ever meet. I don't know what he sees in me, but he swears he sees it, and that's good enough. He's excited to meet you and all, but I didn't want to crash Kaz and Jory's party.
Yeah, I think they got a different voice actor for Rox. That doesn't sound like Rox. Sounds like somebody trying to mimic what Rox sounds like.
Well, if it isn't our local millionaire. Or is it billionaire now?
You flatter me, Commander. But yes, my club is a smashing success. I've already delegated its day-to-day operations, and it's time for me to move on to my next venture.
Which is?
Not ready for the big reveal yet.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep us in suspense.
But when the time is right. You'll be the first to know.
Okay. Alright, that was everybody. What do we got going on now?
Okay, everyone's here. Well, friends, you're probably wondering why we asked you here today.
Yes.
So much has happened in the last few years. There hasn't been much to count on.
But Jory and I realized that through all that, there's one thing that's always been true.
Something to look forward to at the end of every long battle.
A face like a candle when the whole world seemed dark. Jory.
Uh-oh, are they gonna get married?
Always believed in me. Even when I didn't believe in myself. This life we live has taken us everywhere. But as long as I wake up and see your face next to mine, I'm home. And that's why I'm asking you here, in front
called
of
it.
all our friends, to marry me.
Kaz, a life without you is no life for me. You've stood by me through everything. Pulled me back from the brink more times than I want to remember. So that's why I'm asking. Will you marry me?
Yes.
I'm so happy.
You two deserve this so
Couldn't
much.
happen to a better couple.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, I thought they were already like a thing. I mean, I know they were a thing, but...
Which of you actually, or did you both? I guess it doesn't matter. Congratulations.
This calls for a toast. To Kaz and Jory.
To Kaz and Jory!
To new beginnings with old friends.
There may be no more need for Dragon's Watch, but we'll always be a guild.
To Dragon's Watch.
To Dragon's Watch.
To Dragon's Watch!
To Dragon's Watch.
Yeah, this is one of the more elaborate endings that I've ever seen in an expansion. Cycle Reborn complete.
What to do now?
Okay, well, I'm not really sure what is this? Forming the pact. Oh, I haven't done like all the story with this specific character. I did all of End of Dragons, so look at that, all of it done. So, interesting. I don't know. Like, I thought that it did a pretty good job. I know that there's going to be there's a lot more content that I can go back and be involved in, like the meta. I could probably do the meta a few times, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other areas to explore and some like little mini fights and stuff like that. You know how they have all the public quests and stuff like that that you can kind of go and do. But like as far as the story is concerned, I don't know. I like when I look back at like Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns, there was a lot. There was a lot going on in those stories that really just kept me, really super intrigued. But this one, I mean, it was okay. I would say probably as far as the expansions, and they've had the 3 expansions, I would rank this last, honestly. I think it was like, I don't know, the characters that they introduced, you don't really get, to me anyways, of course this is all my opinion, but I don't think that you really got enough of an opportunity to really kind of like care about some of these characters, right? Like, when I was going back at the very end there and talking to a lot of those characters, I was trying to like recall like what is it that they did in the story? Like what was the big? I remember Captain Maitrin. I remember like her sacrificing herself. That that was cool. I mean as far as like a turning point in somebody's career in evil, I guess. But I don't know, other than that, like the other ones, like June was like, I remember her and some of the stuff that she did. But the other, and then the detective guy, Rama, I remember the stuff that he was involved with. Did you get that delivery? But I mean, I didn't really ever care too much about them. Like I didn't get a good enough backstory. There wasn't enough there to really, there wasn't enough interaction with them and enough activities that you did with them to really kind of bond and like care about like their destinies and how their individual stories played out. I think it just kind of went along pretty dang quick. I'm actually surprised. Like I know that it took me like about 14 days to get through it, like 2 weeks, but you got to bear in mind too, like I'm pretty much only playing when I'm streaming. And so that's usually about like maybe an hour to 2 hours, maybe a little bit over that tops. So I don't know. It seemed to go kind of quickly. I don't know. Just like I just get this feeling like, is that it? Okay. And we have wrapped everything up with all the dragons. There's no more dragons left. Orion's the only one left. I didn't expect it to like, have to end on a cliffhanger. Like, oh, there's some like, because that was just cheesy. Everybody does the cliffhanger thing. I'm fairly certain there's going to be more content in this game. Usually when a game is going to wrap things up and they're like on their way out and they're just kind of going into maintenance mode and they're not going to be adding any additional content, they'll just come out and say it. They'll just be like, hey, this is it. This is the last expansion we're ever going to do. It just kind of makes me question, like, where are they going to go from here? Obviously, they're very creative people. I have no doubt in my mind that there'll be some other threat that'll pop up. Will it be expansion worthy? I don't know about that. Like, I don't even remember how long ago was it that Path of Fire was released. I mean, it's been years. Now, I understand, making these expansions, it does take years. A lot of planning and just a ton of effort that goes into it. I don't know, though. It's just, to me, would I go back and do anything in End of Dragons? I'm probably gonna wrap up one of those End of Dragons legendaries. I can tell you that. So I will be involved. I know that means I'm gonna have to unlock a ton of achievements and everything else, because there's gonna be, a lot of roadblocks to getting a legendary. I'm just guessing. I haven't even like gone down the path. All I did was like, as they were leading up to the release of End of Dragons, I did do each one of those like return to events. So I do have a precursor that I can turn into a legendary. But
you know, getting the precursor is one thing. The path to completing a legendary, that is a completely different one. And I think I'm going to go for short bow on that, by the way. But other than that, you know, I don't, after I get my legendary out of End of Dragons, I don't see myself like going back to those zones at all, really. Not unless there's some kind of compelling reason. And not only that, but I'm a world versus world junkie. I love doing world versus world content. So that's more than likely going to be where the remaining focus game, other than getting legendaries, I just love playing world versus world. So that's where you'll see a return to that. I'm going to do some investigation and find out what I got to do to get a legendary from End of Dragons, and kind of work on that. I don't know if I'll stream that or not, because I don't really think that working on a legendary is the most exciting content. I don't necessarily even think that the content that I create is the most exciting content, but you know, as I've stated before in the past, I bring you guys along along on the ride just so that way you can suffer through this with me. When I'm suffering, anyways. A lot of the time I am having fun though, so otherwise why would I play this? That'd be weird. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed my journey through End of Dragons and just kind of my thoughts here at the end of it. And if you like my content and you have not followed me on Twitch, I would appreciate it if you would follow me. And if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. That'd be awesome. And if you like my videos, thumbs them up. That'll also be cool. And I stream during the weekends at 9 a.m. Central Time. And during the weekdays, I stream at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. You have to figure out what time that is wherever you're at. And I hope that you guys have a great day. And I look forward to seeing you next time. And take care.